So once again, I was thinking of having anxiety and what to do about it, all that sort of thing. In the past, my books, all I had to do was think of something and I'd open the book automatically to that page. I don't know how that works. I still don't know how it works. But this time I was thinking about anxiety and I was a bit anxious, fidgeting and fiddling with things, a bit anxious. So I thought I might open the book, see what it comes to. And lo and behold, hang on a sec. I just had to read the book. It's opened instantly to the page to relieve anxiety. So how that works, I don't know. But I found this video on YouTube about magic words. You can change your reality. But the thing is, I never said anything. I just thought about things and I would open the book to that page. Now, how on earth does that work? How come that happens to me with these books? No other books do it, but these books do. Very strange. If anyone could give me some information as how this is happening. Is it me? Did I remember in my head every page or something? It's a lot of pages. It's not a little book. The pages look a bit pinky sometimes and brown and all that sort of thing. They change colours. I put a feather in when I closed the book on to relieve anxiety. So I'll just show you the page. So, it just seems so strange how that happens. I never got any information from the woman that I bought the books from. She said that everybody's been experiencing something unusual. That's all she said. And some win money or come into money. And that's all she said. She didn't say much at all. It's a little bird making funny noises. Strange bird. Never heard that sound before in Australia. This is a book of magic words, ancient magic words and ancient spells that man has done, like hopping on your one foot to relieve a toothache or something. All different strange things that man believed would work and doctors prescribed them to their patients. So that's a whole book of ancient stuff of man's things, but it mentions magic words, words of power. But the thing is, I didn't say any magic words to my book. What I did do was blessed it, or you could say blessed it. When I got them, I blessed them and all that sort of stuff. And that's it. So maybe that bound some sort of weird thing to me from the books. So how does that happen? How does that happen? Just keeps opening to the pages that I think about instantly. twice today it opened to the anxiety page. So that's 3 times in one day, within one day. Yesterday afternoon and today twice. The thing is, I was talking to my psychologist about if I had anxiety, and she said I did. And I thought, okay. She just said to remain calm, try and calm yourself down, and all that sort of stuff. And it didn't really work, so I thought, what would the book hold? In some form of healing, I was hoping, but it opened straight away to anxiety. I thought, how odd is that? And I finished talking to a psychologist, and then that happens. And this morning I just opened it once to that page, but I had the feather in it, so that could have helped opening that page, I don't know, but I had put a feather in there to keep the page because I'm going to try that anxiety chant, spell, whatever, and see where it goes with that, because books don't have brains and they don't have hearts. So how it knows to what I'm thinking is very strange. And these won't be my books after I reach about 70 years old. I'm going to hand everything over to my son, all my jewellery, crystals, maybe before then. But I won't have it that long to tap into its powers, or more of its powers tap into. So I don't know what other powers it holds, so I thought I will do that on that I opened the anxiety page. I will do that spell or chant. It says in the bottom area, it says chant these words, so it's a chant with using herbs and other gemstone, one gemstone, a black onyx. So I'm going to give that a try. I'm going to buy the ingredients this Wednesday. The black onyx, I may have an onyx somewhere. It's black. Maybe it is, or maybe it isn't an onyx, but maybe I can use that as a black onyx. Or do I have to buy a black onyx? It might take longer to do the spell. The dog is growling at me. The cat, he's got a treat and he won't let anyone or the cat go near his treat. And he's just guarding it with his life, sniffing it now and again, and then laying near it to guard it, and growling at the cat when he makes a move to do things. Strange animals, they think their food is treasure. And they don't know our human treasures are different. It's food also, and water is top of the list. And gems and things like that are our treasures. Anyway, but this doesn't explain what books do. Nothing seems to explain it. It's just the most weird thing. It keeps opening 2 pages that I think about. It's been going on for quite a while. How it knows, it's beyond me. figure that one out. Maybe it's bound to me once you do that book thing. Maybe it was a binding spell I did when I cleansed it. I'll have to look back into it. Or maybe I mentioned bind this book to me. Maybe I did that, added extra words, and it's done that. I've got to go and change my kitty litter tray. I'm going to pause this. Okay, wash my hands, cleaned my kitty litter. Like the strange things, like this diamond ring. I was in the hospital getting attacked by trainee nurses that didn't know nothing. I was so afraid they'd inject air into my veins because they didn't know how to draw blood. And they brought a stranger in to look at my jewellery, showing off my jewellery. They wanted to know how old they looked to me and all this sort of stuff. I had to be nice because I had to lie, because I was afraid that they would inject me with air or do something very bad. I was bruised up and down my arms, and whatever they did to me caused internal bleeding as well as on my arms, and I had to get operated on my breast because it was bleeding internally. So maybe they stabbed me there without me realizing. I don't know. And they put me in room 13, which is weird in a hospital because it's an unlucky number. But here in Rockhampton, Queensland, they have room 13 at the hospital. They don't believe in things like that, so they have room 13. And when I got away from them with the real nurse that did the proper blood tests and things like that and put me in a real ward, it was all over my diabetes. The medications weren't right, and that's how I ended up in hospital. And I got out the next morning. I thought I would, because I don't have much money. I still don't. I went to the Speedy Cash pawnbrokers, and I thought I would lay by a gold bracelet, a cheap one, just to make myself feel better. And the woman behind the counter was showing me bracelets, and she said, "Would you like to look at these new rings that came in?" I said, "No, not really. I wanted to look at a bracelet to make myself feel better, a cheap one." She said, "Just try this on." So I pointed to one and I said, "No, I'll try that one." And she said, "Why don't you try this one?" And it was this one here. It's big diamond, the biggest I'd seen in person anyway. It's just under a carat, a little tiny dot under a naturally mined carat. I tried it on and I thought instantly, I've got to have it. And I put some money on it to hold it till I got a loan, a couple of days' time, and bought it. I went home, then I realised, wait a minute, they could swap that ring and make me pay for a crappy one. So I rang them and I said, "Can you send me pictures of the ring that I just put away for a couple of days?" And they sent me pictures. It had 13 diamonds all up, 12 little ones and one big one in the middle. And I thought, okay, so I've got that number down. I got the loan. I think a month passed by, a month or two. And I thought, I'll check what kind of diamonds they are. It should be inside the ring. So this strange name inside it, and I typed it in on the internet, and it happened to be the guy that created the ring. And it's old, not old to a diamond, but old to me. It was created in September, which is my birth month, and the same year I was born, 1960. I thought, what are the odds of that? And I was in room 13, and it had 13 diamonds, and it was created the same month and same year I was born. I thought, what? Pathways do change. Like, if I didn't get attacked at the hospital, I wouldn't have wanted to go to the pawnbrokers to try and buy something nice and make myself feel better. So everything plays out in a life, in your pathways are changed. So I believe in objects having strange curses to them, or strange pathways so that you come in contact with them. And these books are no exception. They're also different. They may not be diamonds, but they're very expensive books. They're worth, but two of them together are worth $2,000 for the both. And I wouldn't ask for any less if I was going to sell them. But I don't want them sold. I want to keep them. They're different and strange, just like my diamond ring. Strange, the things they do. As soon as I think of something, I can open it straight away to that page. It's like, what the hell? And this ring, how I got that through the strange events that led me to the ring. Very strange. At first I told the woman, I said, no, it's too big, I can't afford anything like that. The funny thing about it is, it even came down in astronomical price. It was worth over $3,000, then over $2,000, and then they said to me, you get a percentage off, it's $1,100. I thought, what? For a big diamond, it was just so meant to be. Even the price was brought down for me. I mean, you look at all the jewellery stores today with this big ring, and you're paying, anywhere between $4,000 and $5,000. So I thought, it's very peculiar. So pathways can change, and there are strange objects. This ring is a strange object. It's just chosen me somehow, because we're connected with the month and day and year, and the room 13, we're connected that way. We're just so connected. I feel very safe wearing it. I don't feel like anyone's going to ever attack me again. No trainings, nothing. But anyway, these books are also strange. They have their own strange thing about them. And the only way to experience that is by her books. Country Pine Cones. That's her name, one word, Country Pine Cones, on Etsy. She has all different types of books. You can have a pentagram at the front, or you can have a tree, or whatever you can have none. So I got the triquetra because my two sons and myself, we have the same day every year. It's the same day on our birthdays. At different months, but the same day. It would be the same day, not the same date. same day. Like if it's a Saturday, my birthday, theirs would be a Saturday too. So I thought, try catch, because it's like the power of three with us. And I told her to put Trycatcher on the front and an ancient old lock. My neighbour is yelling, she's mentally ill. She yells and screams at herself and hits herself and tells herself to get out. But never mind, she will get the right medication one day. So things do exist in unnatural ways. You just got to keep your eyes open for that opportunity. If you pass it up, you'll never get that opportunity again. Like if I kept saying no to this diamond ring, even though when I tried it on I fell in love with it. It's beautiful, sparkly and lovely, it just looked good on my hand and it just fitted. I said, I've got to have it. I just got to have it. If I kept saying no, I would have missed that opportunity of finding out that it was created on the same month and same year I was born. I would have missed that moment. So you've got to keep your eyes out for unusual moments, to come in contact with unusual items. And I guess that's it. That's all I've got to say about unusual things. I mean, you can learn about magical words of power, like in the name of Jesus Christ is a words of power. You say, I command you, is words of power. So other words of power is in this book, and it's at the front pages, and it has everything about how to pronounce them, things like that. So, but I never used any words of power to find these items, to make the book do that, and the ring, I didn't do anything. No spells, no chants, no prayers. It was just one of those things that was meant to be with the diamond. It sometimes glows white, which it is doing now. It has a glow white to it. It's bright like a star. It's very bright. That's my emerald there. Which is a long story how I got this emerald. I asked the unusual things that were going on. I asked if they could. I bought an emerald online, which wasn't really an emerald. They just say it's an emerald to get money, and from India. And they'll even tell you, no one will sell you a real emerald from India, no one. And so I asked these unusual things if they could please swap the emerald and give me a real one. And nearly 2 months it took to receive my emerald ring. It went missing and then reappeared. And I tested it, and it's a real emerald. So whether they answered to what I wanted, I believe it did. I believe that the powers swapped the cheap emerald for a real one when it went missing. Hey, no one's wanting your treats. Huh? No, growling. No. He's growling at the kitty because the cat is running around crazy. I just had to get my phone off the charge. It's a Hawaii P30. I've had it for years. It's still doing good. I'm eventually going to get the latest Samsung, but this phone is still doing good, so it gets updates regularly and hasn't broken down or broke or whatever, stopped working or anything. It's just the battery needs charging every day, just to top up. Hey, no, or I'll take that treat off you and put it away. Growling at the cat. Cat can't go near him. I'm going to have to take his treat away. Oh. So done. I took his treat away, put it in the cupboard. He doesn't eat it. He just licks it now and again, once every day or two, and just guards it. He eats all his other treats, but I bought the wrong ones without looking and bought those silly looking rawhide things that he does not eat. He just guards them. So I'm going to throw them away or something. Get proper treats. So where was I? Well, strange things. So I think these books are within the category as strange, like The Ring. I've been coming into some strange things while living here in my life. How come that happens, I don't know. It happens. I suppose you have to buy the right stuff or come into contact with the right things. Like the books, I wasn't in contact with them. She lives in America and works in America and creates the books in America. They're all blessed before she sends them on their journey. She gives them some sort of protection spell on them. To make sure they get to the person. So I don't know if that caused them to go funny. I'm not sure. Weird. But you open them up. I open it up to the exact page that I'm thinking about or need, and also thinking of what I need. And it's like, wow, how does this book know? She hasn't told me anything more, the creator of the books. She hasn't. She's busy with probably thousands of emails. She sells thousands of books a week, I would imagine, or hundreds a week anyway. People are always buying her books. So that's all for now. I just wanted you to know. Let's have a swig of water. My mouth is dry. You don't need words of power for these items that come across your pathway. They just happen. Look for signs. It will happen. And if you buy one of her books, you're bound to have something strange happen. Something will always happen. And also do the book blessing. That also binds it to you, I think. So when you think of something, it's so bound to you, it will open. I don't know how else to explain it. So, yeah, strange things. Have a good day, people, whoever watches the video.